Hi, thank you for watching Southern Living Homestead. It is gorgeous out today, and today I'm going to continue building the other trellis that I started on a few days ago. I have one made already, and I'm going to continue making the other one. I'm going to show you how I do that. Are you cutting my grass? Yeah. I actually am using kitchen twine. I have quite a bit of it, so this is what I use to tie little areas together with it. This trellis is going to be for garden bed number 1 for the cucumbers to vine up. I put in 7 branches going vertical into the ground. That way they be secured for when it stays in place. Then I started going row by row, putting branches horizontally and tying them with some twine. This is garden bed number 2 for cucumbers. This is my first trellis. The one that I had last year hit the dust. It's done, fell apart, but it works fabulous for cucumbers. And I like to take branches that I cut down from trees in the back behind there, so that way I am repurposing them. And they're actually really easy to bend into how I want it. So I put 5 sticks in the ground and spaced them out how I want them. You definitely have to play around with it to make sure that it's secured in place. Now I figured to do just 2 at a time and then tie those 2 in place and then add the other branches in. So I have the 2 outside sticks formed into an arch, and now I'm going to cut some twine so I can secure that in place, and I'm going to cut 2 so I can tie on each end where it arches over. You found a stick? Well, look at you. Can you bury it under the soil? Thank you.
I got my orange shovel.
You got your orange shovel? I like it. Okay, I got this tied in place. I'm going to show you where I tied them. So I have them tied in place where I arched it over, and I'm going to take the other 3 branches that are in the back, and I'm going to intertwine them into those 2. Are you taking out all the sticks, buddy? Can you bury them for me, please? Because we need to put them under the soil, okay? We're going to get more soil tomorrow. Bless you. All right, so now that I have those 3 intertwined into the 2 outer ones, I'm going to go ahead and get some more twine to connect those so that way they're secured in place. It's gorgeous out, huh? Like how nice and warm it is? Yeah. Me too.
It's kind of a little hot.
You think it's a little hot?
Yeah.
Well, thankfully we got out now, because I think it's supposed to get up to like 70 something today. But it's nice to take advantage of how nice and warm it is out here, huh? Ooh, bless you again. Oh, he loves you too. Okay, so now that I have all those tied in, I'm gonna go find some branches that are long enough from this side to this side. And I'm gonna do about 5 rows going up. Long enough branch that I'm gonna put down at the bottom base. Do you hear the squirrel in the background?
Yeah.
Like the shuffling in the leaves back there?
I saw a squirrel.
You saw a squirrel?
Yeah.
Was it a big one?
No, it was like a baby one.
It was like a baby one?
Yeah. What size is it? He got teeth.
Yes, he does. The two baby teeth came in on the bottom. Aren't they cute? Started to get a little too hot, so we took a break, came in, had a little snack, and got my youngest down for a nap, and the other one is playing with magnet tiles. So I thought I would start transplanting some of the seedlings into their own individual little containers. The soil that I was using from this container that I used to have herbs in outside, it was a little dry, so I definitely needed to soak it with some more water. And just tried to fill up as much as I could with the soil and add some more water to it to soak it a little bit more. Today I am splitting up 3 green bell peppers. I'm going to put them in their own individual little containers. That way they can grow bigger and they'll be perfect and ready to plant in the ground outside, like around the first week of April. Last year we had amazing harvest from the green bell peppers that we had planted, and those I actually bought from a local nursery. So we will see how these will do from a seedling that we started here in the house. I have a lot of little plants to transplant into their own individual containers, but I will do them over time here and there just to get them done. I also need to go over the inventory list to see which seedlings did not sprout from the peat pods, and I will mark them off and see if I can find those at the local nursery. I love these little plant tags that came with the peat pod sets. They are just perfect little sizes for the little containers. I filled the bottom clear tray with some water so the plants could soak it up, and I figured just let this sit here while I did some housework. We went and picked my daughter up from school, ran to gymnastics practice, then came home. It was still really nice out, so I thought I'd let the kids run around and play in the backyard while I finished up the trellis. It was not too hot right now at this point, which was just right. It was perfect. Our refrigerator broke a few days, so it's been quite interesting in the house with, making meals and things like that. Thankfully, we have 3 coolers filled with ice and some things chilling on it, but I used everything that I had in the refrigerator and freezer prepped meals for breakfast and had those all set in there. So I've been trying to figure out what to do for dinner, and I think I might make tuna sandwiches because at least that's from the can. I don't have to thaw out chicken and I wouldn't know where to put it. So something easy and simple for dinner tonight. The nice thing about using tuna from the can and making tuna sandwiches is I know there won't be any leftovers. So I won't have to put anything in the cooler. I always trim the overhang of the branches off on the side so that way they don't stick out far. It's so nice to almost have both cucumber trellises done, being that it is March 13th. And I like to have my goal set to get all the plants in the ground normally around by the first week of April, or actually the first week of April. That way then I can definitely have a great harvest for the season. But I do watch the forecast when we hit the month of April to see when the last frost will be. So depending on the last frost, that's when I decide to plant my plants after that. I just need to trim off any extra limbs that are sticking out further on the outside arches of the branches. It is all done. It looks great. I might add in a few branches here and there on the top parts that look a little thin, that the vines from the cucumbers can grow a little bit better on. Thank you for watching Southern Living Homestead. I hope you enjoyed my tutorial of my trellises, and I hope you have a great day.